Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey and Daytona, Florida. So just landed, just came home from hanging out in Cleveland, Ohio with the guys from Mobtown Custom, Audio Joe, Unit 2 Customs, AC Audio, Hollywood Customs. We were at Southeast Harley-Davidson in Bedford Heights, Ohio. So my class was Friday night at the dealership, and then the audio competition was Saturday. To be honest, this is one of the most organized shows I've ever been a part of. I was super impressed how the show was put together. There were zero issues. There was plenty of parking. Everything was lined up beautifully. They even had golf carts chauffeuring people from the parking lot to the dealership. It was a well put together show, no issues. Everything went off flawlessly. The class was amazing. We had over 100 people show up. The room was packed. The hospitality that the dealers showed us was second to none. They rearranged the entire service bay and asked us how we wanted everything, and they did it exactly the way we asked for. So we had 4 bikes in the front that we were tuning live. We had plenty of seating. Everything was organized. We were able to pull bikes in and out through the back. They did a really great job, and they really hooked us up. I want to thank a few people. Obviously, Joe and his crew from Mobtown Customs, got to meet his wife. They were a great help. Mingo, we've talked online a few times. The first time I met him, this dude's like 8 feet tall. He's a big human being. He had to duck to get through the doorways of the dealership, and these are big doorways. So Juan and Gio surprised me. They flew in. So Gio flew in from California, and Juan flew in from New Jersey, or drove in, to surprise me at the class. They helped me out throughout the entire class. Steve and Samantha from BMF Baggers came down and helped me through the entire class. Samantha completely disassembled the 8-speaker bike that I need to update the DSP on, and so while Steve was helping me with other stuff, she completely took the bike apart. I tuned it, she put the whole bike back together. Want to thank Cicada Audio. Cicada Audio never says no to me. They're the first company I always reach out to for support on the giveaways and all these shows. They never say no. So for this show, they gave me 10 pairs of CM8s to give away and 2 of the new DSP Pros. So thank you, the guys from Cicada Audio, Justin, Forrest, Larry, Kevin from Ultimate Marketing. These guys always take care of me when I need anything. So I got to meet a lot of the people I talk to on a weekly basis. So Kyle from Real Audio, with the WTF bike, he went over the entire bike with me, showed me the pictures of the build. This is really an incredible build. Like the time they took to put it together and some of the install tricks that they pulled off, I was really, really impressed. It's a well put together bike. It's a solid build. The bike feels amazing. It was knocking stuff off the metal ceiling. If you ever get to experience the bike, no wonder it's got 30 million views. It's a showstopper for sure. It's a very impressive bike. So I got to meet Carl from Hefe. We talked all the time. Me and Carl talk all the time. But first time we met face to face, we hung out all weekend and talked. And his bike was super impressive. He had a featherweight bike that ran through 6 other competitors in his class, and he won his class. Terry Chambers did really well too. So Carl had the Grenade bike and Terry had the Audacity bike. Terry ran through 6 people in lightweight. That bike sounded great. And then him and Carl went head to head for MVP. Got to finally meet Rob Farnsworth. I use a lot of his product. We talk on the phone a bunch, but it's the first time I was able to meet him face to face. There was a lot of really, really good sounding bikes at the show. It was just a really good time. Everything was nice and organized. The class ran for 5 hours on Friday night. I think it's the longest class I've done so far. Then we were able to do some hands-on tuning. So something I did differently in this class was we had a trike that had 210s, 8-inch lowers, 6.5-inch in the fairing, H-cam mini DSP. So what we did was 3 of us tuned the bike. So we did memory preset 1, memory preset 2, memory preset 3. So Joe from Mobtown Customs laid a tune on it, I laid a tune on it, and then we had one of the students from the class lay a tune on it. So I explained to everybody that when you tune, the first 8 steps of the process, when done properly, will be exactly the same no matter what shop does it. So we're talking about setting gains, gain matching, measuring the output of the factory head unit, setting crossover points. All that stuff's gonna be the same. The last 2 steps is like the salt and pepper on the steak. It's personal preference. So the last 2 steps are left to the interpretation of the tuner. So Joe's tune's gonna sound differently from my tune's gonna sound differently from the other tune. So we're able to show everybody in class that all 3 tunes sounded good, but they were different. Joe by far had the most aggressive tune, really heavy on the bass, really heavy on the tweeters. So the bike was really bright with a ton of bass, but it had no distortion, no clipping. He's hitting those damn woofers pretty hard. He had those woofers stinking after about 45 seconds. But it just proves to you that as long as you follow the science of tuning, the bike can sound different, so you can adapt it to what the customer likes and still have something safe, reliable, and repeatable. So that was something we were able to show in class. I got messaged as early as that night before I went to bed. I had some of the people that attended the class message me that they went home and retuned their bikes with stuff that they learned from my class, and the bike sounded better, and they were so thankful and they were so grateful, and they can't wait to come to the next class. It took me 30 years to learn to do what I do the way I do it. I'm not gonna be able to teach it to you in 3 hours, but if you can retain 5 to 10% every time you attend a class, and I will get you further than I've gone in 1/10 the amount of time, because you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made. I like doing these classes for free. I like helping as many people as possible because I want to give back to the industry that has helped me feed my family, put food on the table, has funded my retirement, my kids' college funds. I make joke of it in class, but I'm serious. I want the industry to do well. We're in a dying industry, so if this doesn't work out, then I have to go get a real job, and I don't want to get a real job. I love my job. I want to continue to do what I do, so I want to help as many shop owners and motorcycle audio owners as possible. As long as I have the support that I currently have from the industry, I don't have to charge. I can continue to do it for free, and I want to reach as many people as possible to help the industry that I love. But thank you everybody that came out. Thank you guys for putting together a great show and inviting me. I guess I'll see you guys next year or at the next event.
Culture. But the real legacy lies with every child who's inspired the learner years before. The character became a worldwide sensation, inspiring troops during World War II, and one memorable strip, even taking on the Axis.
really give a damn about